What's up guys, it's Cooking University here, and today guys, if you are looking for healthy recipes, including this baked ziti recipe, except with a little bit of a twist. I added some penne, or however you say it, penne, whatever, penne, instead of ziti, because I could not find ziti at all. Then you are in the right place. Now I am about to reveal some easy ways of how to cook this recipe without having to pay some crazy expensive price. So I understand that cooking can be very tedious, but don't worry, because today I am going to share with you guys this baked ziti recipe with penne, but the easy way. But before I get into this video, I would like to give a humongous shout out to Ibotta, the place where if you buy certain groceries from a certain grocery store, you get cash back on the groceries that you bought. I have saved a ton of money off some of these ingredients of this recipe, thanks to Ibotta for that. All you gotta do is just use my referral code when you sign up, link in the description below. And once you submit your first receipt on Ibotta, you get an extra $10 back on groceries. No scam whatsoever too, unless you do not use my referral code when you sign up. And the best part about Ibotta is that it is 100% free. But I would like to put a disclaimer on here to say that I also get $10 on Ibotta too when you sign up using my referral code. So now, without further ado, let's get straight into the ingredients. Alright, so first things first, you get about 1.5 cups of ricotta cheese. After that, you sprinkle just a little bit of salt and pepper. Oh, they're both, okay. After that, you get about 1.5 cups of shredded mozzarella cheese, or however much you want, because I mean, it's mozzarella cheese. You get about 1/2 cup of grated Parmesan cheese. Now you get 1 full pound of penne. But I have penny, whatever that is. I would recommend ziti, but penne, I mean, it looks like ziti, right? You get about 28 ounces of crushed tomatoes. And last but not least, you get some garlic powder and some basil. So without further ado, let's get into the recipe. First things first, grab a pot and fill it up with hot water to boil. Now what you gotta do is get the penne, or ziti, out and put it into the water before it starts boiling. Make sure to boil it on high heat for about 5 minutes or until it's softened. And while the penne or ziti is cooking for 5 minutes, what I did was I decided to try to open up the canned crushed tomatoes. And as you can see, I really struggled with that. Now I highly recommend that you do not do this, but it just came to the point where I was struggling so hard to get the can open with the can opener that I just grabbed a knife and just started poking holes through it. Once those 5 minutes are up with the ziti or penne, then make sure to put a big spoon in it or something like that and see if it's soft or not yet. If it's not soft, then keep it in for just a few extra minutes and it should be softened by then. Once the pasta is fully softened, make sure to turn off the stove and then put it in the drainer. And make sure to reserve about 1.5 cups full of cooking water. I did not do this because I totally forgot to do this because this was my first ever time making this. So what I just did was I just got 1.5 cups of hot water and just poured it into a glass. As you can see, I'm slowly but surely getting the tomatoes into the pot. But now what you gotta do is just put the tomatoes into the pot. Once you put all the canned crushed tomatoes into the pot where the pasta was, make sure to stir it in and bring to a simmer and cook it for about 15 minutes or until the tomatoes are slightly thickened. And I would recommend that you do this over medium heat. Add some salt and pepper while it is cooking, and don't forget the garlic powder too. Make sure to stir every couple minutes just to make sure the tomatoes are not thickened and just so it doesn't stick. If you have to, make sure to lower the heat a little bit if you have to. Once the tomatoes are cooking, make sure to preheat the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. But once those 15 minutes were up, I found out the tomatoes were not very thickened. So you know what I did? I was like, you know what? It's just been 15 minutes. It is what it is. So you know what I did? I put the penne pasta in with the tomatoes. And also make sure to put in the reserved cooking water in with the pasta. Like I said, I just got a hot glass of water, but whichever works for you. And make sure to mix it up for about 3 to 5 minutes. As you can see, it's looking very liquidy, and I got a little stressed at this point, but you know what? I just kept going because I was not going to give up on this beautiful recipe. Once those 3 to 5 minutes were up, then I put the mixture of the ziti and the tomatoes, or penne, to the 13 by 9 inch baking dish, and I transferred about half of it too. And the reason why I just transferred half of the ziti mixture is because now what you gotta do is you gotta take some large spoonfuls of ricotta. I just took all the ricotta, to be honest. I did not take 6 to 8 ounces of it. I took about 15 ounces of the ricotta. But whatever works for you, works for you. But once you dump all the ricotta in, make sure to dump on the rest of the ziti in. And then what I did is I spread the ziti or the penne out on the baking dish. It looked kind of liquidy, which stressed me out a little bit. But now what you gotta do is get the mozzarella cheese out and spread it all over the ziti or the penne. Oh my goodness, is this the best part of this recipe? While I'm sprinkling all the mozzarella cheese I want to on this baked ziti recipe or penne. If you are interested in discovering more about getting cash back on groceries, then be sure to check out I Bought It at the link in the description below. Once you feel like you have put all the mozzarella cheese that you would love to put on the ziti or penne, then make sure to put the ziti or the penne in the oven for 25 minutes. Once those 25 minutes are up, make sure to turn off the oven and get the ziti or the penne out of the oven. And oh my goodness, I was not expecting it to look this good. Last things last, once you are done getting the ziti or the penne out of the oven, make sure to sprinkle it with some basil. And voila, you got your baked ziti recipe or penne. Alrighty guys, so now it's time to eat. So I got this Parmesan cheese. And it's brand new as you can see. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna open it. I know it's time to sprinkle some Parmesan cheese. Yeah, let's try this out. There we go. Big dub for me again. A little bit crispy too. This is so good, guys. Like I always say, 10 out of 10. I would highly recommend. Oh, didn't see you there. Well guys, make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications so you do not miss a single upload, helping you out cook the healthy, cheap, and easy recipes. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.